This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Hello, this is Agoro, host of the Agoro Show, and you are listening to the Steve and Crypto Show. So keep your ears open and your mouth shut.
Hey, welcome to the Steve and Crypto Show, presented by thestevestrout.com. I'm Steve.
I'm Crypto Zoo. Welcome to episode 146. As always, thanks to you guys for listening. We hope you've been doing well. We hope you guys are enjoying the beginning of summer, and you're probably going to be happier once you don't have to get up early to take your kids to school. But at the same time, you might be a little frustrated because they're at home all the time and you don't get a break. But I tell you what, you can just go out to your car and put on our show and maybe put in some earbuds and you won't even hear the chaos. It'll be fine. But you know what you should also do while you're sitting out there in the car is go to patreon.com/Steve Crypto and check out the content that we have over there that's waiting for you. I mean, we got 145 episodes of this show so far, including this new one, of course. And then there's probably 20, 30 different episodes over there they can listen to, ranging in different topics, because we try to kind of dip into our private lives, our stuff that's maybe not always on the horror side. There's certain things that are going to lean towards horror over there, but a lot of it is like talking about family outings or games or going to concerts, things like that. But yeah, go check it out. Patreon.com/Steve Crypto. Also, if you're feeling generous and you want to help out your third favorite podcast, you can buy us a coffee, metaphorically. Go to buymeacoffee.com/Steve Crypto and you can contribute to the show.
You mentioned going out and sitting in your car and listening to us. It might get kind of chilly out there if it's nighttime, and they could keep warm with a hoodie.
You're going to need a hoodie, and you're going to have to go to Etsy to get it. So go to Etsy/shop/Steve and Crypto merch. You can get brand new hoodies that we have over there waiting for you. There's 2 t-shirt designs. There's a coffee mug, magnets for your fridge. We have tote bags. There's coasters for that nice coffee cup. Go check it out. Go to Etsy right now. See what we got to offer for you. And not to go back too far, I should have said this when we were talking about Patreon, but running through all the list of things that we got to say here on the show to help pay the bills. Steve recently posted on Patreon, and if you're a member, you saw it, and if you're not a member, you should be. So he brought up the idea of maybe like once a month we all get on Zoom together, like all paid Patreon members. Doesn't matter what level you are. If you're a member, you can jump in to this Zoom chat and we could all just kind of get to know each other a little bit better. We want to hear what you guys do, your daily lives, what you're into, what you've been watching, any ideas you might have for our show. So we just want to know, is that something you guys would be into? And even if you're not a member, you can chime in, send us a message and say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Or no, don't do it. Either one. We just want to hear from you.
I did, I believe, make that post public, and I put a poll so people could just go in and click yes or no. Or I might have put like a fuck yeah option too. So vote fuck yeah.
There you go.
It's election season, vote fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Vote for your third favorite podcast.
I think you kind of covered all of our self-promoting, help us pay our bills stuff.
Other than the social media stuff, which is pretty quick and simple. You can find our Facebook group. Just look up the Steve and Crypto Show and you will find us. Also, if you want to follow what we're doing individually, you can follow the Steve Strout and Crypto Zoo 88 on the social medias. And we post in there when episodes are out. And with the group, we encourage all of you guys that are a part of it to also put a little sample of your project in there. So if there's something that you're working on as pop culture related, we'd love to see it.
Now that we actually do have our self-promoting stuff out of the way, we want to promote the network that we're a part of. If you hear at the top of the episode, if I could say the words, go figure out a fucking podcaster that can't talk. That's why we're the third favorite and not the first. But yeah, so we're part of the Deluxe Edition Network. If you go to deluxeeditionnetwork.com, you'll find a group of over 20, 25 at least independent podcasts that are all there promoting each other, that all cover a plethora of topics, from comedy to movies to sports to self-help to pop culture and horror, like the Steve and Crypto Show. So you can head over there, and right now we are getting ready for the Denny Awards. It's like our network award show that's hosted by the Deluxe Edition podcast. And there's a ton of categories, favorite show, best interviewer, best podcaster, all that stuff. Each show, most of the shows make up their own category, which we'll announce ours pretty soon once we get the green light to go ahead and do that. But we have a pretty cool category that you guys are going to dig and you guys are going to like voting for. And but I know it was recently announced that somebody from this show is up for podcaster of the year in the Deluxe Edition Network. And winning that comes with a fucking championship belt. I want the belt.
How is only one of us going to be up for that? We got to have tag team belts.
So, Deluxe Edition Network, go there and support somebody's shows. Keep supporting us. Check on the website for the podcast of the month, because I don't know what they are right now.
Yeah, June just started.
We'll figure it out. Next episode, we'll tell you who the podcast of the month are.
Yeah. But for now, you can check out the shows and get ready. Maybe write some of your votes down for the Denny's shows you might potentially want to vote for. And I think if they had a physical awards show for the Denny's, it would only be mandatory for it to be held within a Denny's location somewhere. Does that seem right? No.
Fuck Denny's. I went to a Denny's recently. Okay. Open up a can of worms. I went to a Denny's recently.
Yeah, throw that plate of pancakes down. Let me hear.
It was just bad experience. It was the worst service, the worst food. Being vegetarian, there's no fucking options. I gotta eat like mozzarella sticks and fries, and I mean it's good. I like that stuff, but I need like a good ass. They had a garden burger option on the menu. It's like, cool, I'll get a garden burger. Oh, I don't think we have any. It's like, it's on the fucking menu. And like the dude kept forgetting stuff. He brought us our food with like no silverware, this and that. And then it dawned on me that like, oh, I remember last time I went to Denny's and it was awesome because I was fucking drunk. You have to be intoxicated to enjoy Denny's. I think that's the rule.
Yeah, that brings us to our new sponsor. The Steve and Crypto Show is now sponsored by Denny's. So you can use the code Steve Crypto when you buy your Moons Over Miami and receive 10% off.
Yeah, and you won't get silverware. But
yeah,
no,
you were talking bad about Lenny's restaurant, right? You wouldn't say anything bad about Denny's.
We have nothing to do with Denny's restaurants. I don't want nothing to do with them. I don't care how much money they offer me. They should be ashamed of themselves. They suck.
You go to Denny's.
We talk about name. We
whisper
talk
our
about
name to the
horror a lot.
waitress. They're like, "What the fuck do you want?"
We talk about horror a lot, and Denny's is a true horror. Absolute fucking trash. Oh god, now I'm getting mad about that. Like, I was pissed. Like, I went and I went there before I watched the Furiosa movie. I had to think what
Oh,
movie I went and
so this
watched.
was recent.
Yeah, this was very recent. Furiosa was good. Thankfully, it got the fucking shitty taste of the bad Denny's visit out of my fucking mouth. Um, the bad Denny's, not the good Denny's, not the awards for the Deluxe Edition Network, but the bad Denny's. But Furiosa was good. I did go see that. I don't know if you watched the last Mad
Fury
Max
Road.
one. What was it? Fury Road? Yeah,
Yeah, I watched Fury Road downtown at the Rose.
right.
Yeah.
That was good.
I'll say it's more of my dad's franchise than it is mine. I'm
Yeah.
not.
You didn't dig like the action and like like a lot of it was like practical fucking
That's
stunts
cool.
and shit.
I
It was
guess
wild, man.
I'm not crazy about like the apocalyptic setting unless there's like I don't know creatures involved or something. Um, there it's not a bad movie. Fury Road. It's not bad. Um, but like Furiosa, I just me personally, I am fine waiting to watch it on a streaming service. I'll watch it when it's at home. Um,
I'm gonna make you a T-shirt that just says, "I'll wait till it's streaming." I don't know how many conversations we've had, and that statement is made. So it's like, you know what? You need a T-shirt.
well,
I'll wait till it's
streaming
streaming.
did that to us because before we didn't have a choice, and if you wanted to see a movie or take a chance on it, you just knew I had to go to the theater, and I wouldn't be able to see it for a while. But now you're like, I can wait like a month, and it'll be at home.
If I can, I would much rather go see it in the theater. Because movies are made for the big screen,
Yeah,
so it's like I would rather do that.
I've probably said it before, but I really wish the theaters would start lowering their prices because, like, I know a lot of them are slowly fading away. And to me, like, you would get more people in there if your ticket price was lower.
I know.
So instead of
I
charging
don't think it's.
$16 a head, charge 10 and you can still charge the high prices for your food, the insane food prices, but make
I mean, it's
the
where they're
entry
making
fee a
money.
little less.
See, I feel like the streaming thing did kind of ruin it because people are already lazy.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, just sit home and stream it. And I don't know, man. It definitely hurt theaters.
Depending on the movie, you can buy them when they come home or when they get to streaming. You can buy a flick for 20 or $25 versus like again, I know I've said it, but just Sarah and I going to the movies was $32 for 2 tickets before the food and everything else. And so then you think, wow, I could wait like a month and potentially own the movie for less and watch it at home, pause it, have the subtitles, go take a shit if I need to, not miss
See, that's the
anything.
thing. I don't want to be the last person to see it, and I
Yeah.
don't want to be. And I like the escape of going in the big dark room, no interruptions, nothing. Like I gotta sit there with my popcorn. Movie
Yeah.
theater popcorn is one of the best fucking snacks. Better than
Yeah.
anything they offer at Denny's restaurants.
Yeah.
And I would rather sit in the theater and take in a movie. It's just I don't know. It's just me personally. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Pastimes.
Even a shit movie, like I mean, it's not a great movie. I fucking went and watched last week. A friend dragged me to watch the Garfield movie.
Really?
Yeah, that was fucking dumb. It was bad, but it was just nice just sitting in the theater. I got a couple laughs, but it was just being in that dark theater with my big ass fucking bucket of hmm, popcorn and my Godzilla X Kong bucket that I bought because they were trying to get rid of them because they had a shitload left, so I got it like cheap.
Really?
And
They still have them.
yeah, man,
What'd you pay?
I paid. Here's what happened. I paid $20. This I didn't feel as bad about it after I paid $20. I'm saying I didn't feel bad about watching Garfield. My friend
Yeah.
was like, "I'll pay for it if you go with me to watch it." Sure, but then we got there. I was like, "No, I'm not gonna make you pay for my movie. I got it."
Yeah.
And then I get up and I'm like, "How much are those buckets now?" And then the girl was like, "If you get the bucket and the cup, it's actually cheaper because they're trying to get rid of them." It's
Yep.
like, okay, cool. Let's just do that. I ended up paying like $20, and then on top of that, she didn't charge me for my movie ticket. So it was like I got a free movie and a fucking bucket, and I got the cup with a little fucking Godzilla on top.
Nice.
Because when we went and watched that, um, you got the bucket and the cup.
I got the bucket and cup combination, and I think even then it was like 22. And I thought,
Yeah,
I'm probably going to pay that much or close to it for just a regular bucket of popcorn and a drink anyway. So
it's like
pay a couple of
$5
dollars
more, I
more.
think. It's like
Yeah.
$5 more, and you got
Yeah.
like the cool cup and the big fucking it's a metal fucking big bucket that's gonna
Yeah.
become a little mini trash can,
Yep.
like next to my chair where I chill and watch movies. I'm gonna have a little Godzilla X Kong trash can next to
Yeah.
it.
That's probably what I'm
Um,
going to use mine for too. Speaking of
or
buckets,
if I gotta
have
take a
you
dump or something, yeah, I could just crap in that bucket like they crapped in my fucking wallet with that movie. But
yeah.
anyways,
Speaking of buckets, have you seen the Wolverine and Deadpool popcorn bucket?
that's the one with like the mouth that looks like the Dune
Yeah,
butthole
pr-
bucket. See, I
pretty
don't think
much.
I heard that was fake. I heard that was like some AI thing somebody made. The
Oh, I
picture.
don't know. I
I don't know. It could be real, but
Yeah, we'll see.
did you hear about since I mentioned Godzilla X Kong that Adam Wingard's not coming back for the sequel to that, follow up to that one. Like I
I
don't know
mean,
who
you're
else is
not
doing
coming
it,
back
but
to the sequel,
oh,
so
I will. I'll still go watch it.
you're like, well, I
You
didn't like the
fucking
first
say
one that much,
Godzilla,
so
I'm gonna watch the shit out of it. And also, everybody fucking watch Godzilla -1 on Netflix.
I'll get to it.
Watch it
We
as
watched the
soon as
trailer last
possible.
night, and I think I'm the only one that wants to watch that later. So,
I think your
but
kids
I'll
might
get to it.
dig it.
I'll get to it.
A
Yeah,
lot
I'll
of
watch it with the
Godzilla
boys.
action. See if
I'll
they
watch it
get
with the
into.
boys at some point.
Damn,
We'll
it was
see. I
so
mean,
good. There's so much more.
is there a lot of talking though? Because like that's gonna lose the boys. They just want to see Godzilla.
It's this actual story to it. There's like this human story within the overall Godzilla thing.
I'm fine with that, but I'm just wondering if it's gonna lose them. I'll probably end up watching it by myself. Yeah. Um.
And you can wear your I'll wait till it's streaming shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna wear when I watch In a Violent Nature. I'll wait till it's streaming. Because I mean, none of the theaters around here are even playing that anyway.
That I'll probably wait till it's streaming to be honest, because
Um.
I just feel like it's a Jason knockoff,
Yeah.
and like I mean I'm hearing just like every new fucking horror movie that comes out, it seems to split. Like so many people are like, "Oh, it's so amazing," and then half of them are like, "It was boring." Like I'm hearing a lot of
A lot of mixed reviews.
most what I'm hearing is it's boring for the most part, but
Yeah.
there's a really good creative kills, which kind of got me excited.
Yeah. A lot of mixed a lot of mixed commentary about it. Kind of like the new Eminem song too. A lot of
I
people
didn't even
are
listen
saying
to it.
mixed things about that.
Mixed
Um,
M&Ms like peanut and
yeah,
caramel.
you mix the Slim Shadys and the Marshalls together. Um, you're talking about the waiting for streaming shirt. I'll probably wear that when I watch some of these other movies here that are
Yeah,
coming out.
you found a list of what is coming out throughout June.
Yeah,
Is it all streaming or theater and streaming? There's a mix.
it's a mix of both.
Just horror movies in general.
Yeah. So we figured we would just kind of let you guys know about a few that are coming out this month if you aren't already aware. So according to
Before you get into
movie,
this, I want to mention something.
yeah,
Um, If you guys notice, we've been crazy busy here on the show. We did all like the recaps and conventions, and had a bunch of guests over Crypticon, Seattle, and all that stuff. It probably seemed like we're trying to be lazy this episode, but we're not. We're just coming down from the conventions and getting more stuff booked and lined up. So we figured
Yeah.
we should get back into our old ways of just chatting and talking about stuff coming and a little bit of news here and there. So that's basically this episode while we get geared up for the summer months and all the exciting shit we're working on for that.
And I noticed we've had a comment or two of people saying like more movie news. So
Really?
yeah, I saw a comment. I think it might have been on Patreon. It said something about more movie news. So here you go.
Also, be sure to stick around at the end of the episode because we have some music from a really cool surf rock band out of Oregon. They are called the I5, EYEFIVE. You could find their stuff on thei5.bandcamp.com. And we are going to play a song called The Seaside Slasher from their Boogie Bones album. And they also have another album called Creature Crawl. You could find them both over at thei5.bandcamp.com. I think you guys are going to dig this song. Check it out. Stick around at the end of the episode and enjoy.
You're listening to the Steve and Crypto podcast. This is Jack Rudo from the Stapled Spine fanzine here in Oregon. We write and publish everything from horror comics, bands, movies, puzzles, mazes, dirty jokes, sometimes boobs. I don't know. Come find us, stapledspine.com.
This is according to movieweb.com. These are all movies that are coming out this month of June. Last month we had Strangers Chapter 1, and now they're kind of ramping things up with a few more releases that I've been hearing about, but I just haven't known much about them. Like Under Paris is streaming on Netflix June 5th, so just a couple days. By the time you hear this, it'll probably be out. So I'm a creature feature fan. I've always been into that kind of thing. I like shark movies a lot. And so this one, again, it's called Under Paris. It's an upcoming horror film directed by Xavier Gens. It's set in Paris, where the World Triathlon Championships are held throughout the summer, and there's a shark attack. So I'm keeping this brief for now, and just maybe enough to intrigue you to make you want to check it out. It says, meanwhile, Sophia, a brilliant young scientist, learns from an environmental activist that a gigantic shark is swimming deep in the river. Can Sophia find a solution before the officials commence the championship? Tune in and find out.
What is this one called?
Under Paris. And that's coming out on Netflix June 5th.
And it's from Xavier Gens.
Yes.
Gens.
Gens. Yeah. And then next on the list is The Watchers, coming to theaters June 7th. And that is from M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, Ishana Shyamalan. And it's supposed to be a new fantasy horror film. It says it's starring Dakota Fanning. The film follows a young artist named Mina who is stranded in an immaculate forest in Ireland. There, she meets three strangers in a similar circumstance. With mysterious creatures haunting them each night, can they band together and find their way back home? So that will be in theaters on the 7th. And then there's one called Wild Eyed and Wicked, coming to theaters the following week, June 11th. Also supposed to be fantasy horror, written and directed by Gordon Shoemaker Foxwood. It stars Molly Kuntz.
The person's name?
Yeah. Gordon Shoemaker Foxwood.
Like Foxwood or Foxwood? Like two different.
Foxwood. One word.
Like, oh, one word.
Yeah.
Foxwood.
Yeah.
Interesting. And what did you say about cunts?
It stars Molly Kuntz. No, it's Kunz, Kunz. Um, tells the story of Lily Pierce, a young woman troubled by her phobias, and how she seeks the help of her estranged father to combat demonic threats. Drawing inspiration from the ancient era of swords and armor, she is prepared to face any monstrous crisis that may arise. So that'll be in theaters June 11th. Let's see. We got Tiger Stripes, Amanda Nell Hughes directorial debut. It's about like an urban legend. In the film, Zafan, a 12-year-old girl living in a rural Malaysian community, begins to experience rapid changes in her body. While everyone believes it's puberty, it turns out to be a legend that has possessed Zafan. Can Zafan be saved from the changes she is undergoing? And more importantly, how will it affect her in the future? So that'll be in theaters June 14th. Here's one I'll watch when it's streaming. The Exorcism, June 21st in theaters. And actually, I might, depending on how things go, because we're having a baby real soon. But depending on how things are, we might get a chance to break away because we did see the last Exorcist movie that Russell Crowe was in. This one, he's starring as well.
That's so weird. They're like not even related.
No,
he made 2 exorcism movies, and like, is this the one that like the poster image looks like the other one?
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
Very similar. Like, what the?
Yeah, they're like, let's just use the same poster. We'll just change the name. Nobody will remember.
It's gonna be like the same movie, and they're just like tricking everybody.
It follows a troubled actor who begins to exhibit strange behavior while filming a horror thriller. So that should be kind of fun.
That's kind of
while his estranged daughter believes that he is off his medication and has been relapsing into past addictions, there was something more sinister going on. So that sounds cool. One that I'm sure
the first few you mentioned.
Yeah.
Shark one might be okay, but
yeah, I'm always down for a shark movie. Well, most of the time. Some of them can be really bad, but still fun. A Quiet Place, day one is probably one that some of you guys listening are looking forward to. You could find that in theaters June 28th. And let's see, it says the film stars Lupita Nyong'o. Boy,
yeah, she's really good.
Diamond Hansu,
Hansu, yeah.
Dimon Hansu, and Joseph Quinn. I know I'm fucking your name up. Sorry. Will serve as a spinoff to the original, depicting the events of how a few people tried to survive the first day of the alien invasion. So, I mean,
I've never watched the first Quiet Place movie.
It's fun.
Did you see it? It was good. Is it about aliens, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you're like super quiet while watching it. Make sure the house is quiet.
Yeah. Well, it's always quiet here unless somebody knocks at the door.
There are some movies that are coming out like straight to VOD or to Shudder that they don't really have a description for, but they just have a date. So June 4th, The Hangman is on VOD, and Insane Like Me. June 7th, they have Handling the Undead is in limited theaters. Kill Your Lover is on VOD, and Trim Season is in limited theaters and VOD. And then the last one for June is June 28th. You can find The Devil's Bath on Shudder.
Devil's Bath. Is there any info about that?
No, it just says the title and where you can find it. But I would almost guarantee if Shudder doesn't have a little like advertisement thing on their main page for it now, that they will very soon, because they usually hype up. Like when you open up the app, you'll see right there all the things that are out or coming out.
I found The Devil's Bath on IMDb. Looks to be a Russian film.
Okay.
Coming soon. Release date July 18th, 2024.
Oh, so it might have been bumped up then, or bumped.
Maybe,
no, I'm sorry, pushed back.
I don't know how accurate this stuff is. I don't know how accurate that
yeah, I mean, we can't even really say that MovieWeb is 100% accurate, but this is just going off of what we found.
So we have Austria in the 18th century. Forests surround villages. Killing a baby gets a woman sentenced to death. Agnes readies for married life with her beloved. But her mind and heart grow heavy. Whoever punctuated this is fucking an idiot. A gloomy path alone, evil thoughts arising. Like, I think they did like a bad, like, fucking translation from like a different language description.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that didn't help much. Sorry.
No.
Sorry to waste your time with the devil's bath.
And again, some of the dates that we mentioned, they might have been pushed up or pushed back. Who knows? But you can at least look up the title and try to find some information on it.
Here's the trailer too. which I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
Actually,
play
if you go to
because it's
movieweb.com, there are trailers for almost every one of those movies that I mentioned.
Right. Shit. I know this is not June, but Maxine's coming in July,
Oh, yeah.
which is gonna be the movie of the summer. Horror movie of the summer. Still feel like that Deadpool Wolverine's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah. That's the next one I'm going to theaters for sure.
Yeah.
We got a busy next month or two, but I'm hoping that if we can break away once, it's at least to go see Deadpool and Wolverine.
So over the next month or two, you might get a couple of these lazy ass Steven Crypto episodes where we just read crap off the internet. But no, I
My-
actually have a couple of interviews and stuff coming up, so we'll have some interesting people on to talk to and keep you guys distracted while we get our shit together.
yeah. I'm likely going to be relocating. Not only are we having a baby, but we got to move out of town as well. So looks like we're likely going over to Kitsap area. So
Move
if there's
out of town
anybody,
part might not be a bad thing.
yeah, oh, I'm fine with that. But if there's anybody out in Kitsap County, Washington, that is listening to this show, reach out because I'm gonna be looking for people to talk to that are into horror movies.
Yeah.
There's
Well, I'm
not
sure
very
there's a
many of
lot-
them here either. So
Sure, there's a lot more over there than there are here.
yeah,
Promise.
I gotta say, anytime we cross the bridge, and Steve knows this, but anytime we leave our little corner and we even just venture out like an hour away, we find so many people that are just cool to talk to and passionate about things. And like we all have a 9 to 5, we all have schedules, but it seems like some of the people around here are a little bit more tired or just kind of set in their ways and don't seem to interact as much when it comes to like fun pop culture stuff. But that doesn't mean all of you guys. We know there's a few of you here in town that are really cool, and we appreciate you for listening to us and our banter.
Yeah.
But I'm
Um,
venturing out. I'm moving out of here, hopefully. Shit, Steve, call me Alaska Airlines because I'm barely holding myself together.
Too soon with the Alaska Airlines, but I feel you.
You sure? You sure? Too soon.
A little bit.
You know what? That's fine. Fortunately, I got hooked up with these tropical THC gummies from Sunday Scaries. They're called couch potatoes.
Yeah, they're legal. Yeah, they're real. Yes, you definitely get high. No, you shouldn't drive.
Couch potatoes come in 4 different flavors. Tropical flavors, that is. Mango, pineapple, orange, and blue raz. They're so tasty, they'll have your taste buds signing up for jury duty.
Couch potatoes are ideal for boosting your happiness and relaxation by entering a mild euphoric state.
And whether you had a shitty day of work, the kids are finally asleep, or you spent the weekend with the in-laws, just take one gummy and watch your stresses melt away.
You can get 20% off your order with the code SteveCrypto at SundayScaries.com. Afraid? Don't be. There's a 100% money back guarantee on all purchases, so there's no buying risk.
Check out SundayScaries.com and feel good.
Hi, this is Darcy the Mail Girl from The Last Drive-In, and you're listening to the Steve and Crypto Show.
I need to come up with a plan too.
Yeah, I hope to see you over that way.
I think I need to like win the lottery and call it good.
Yeah.
Tired. Just retire and just do this.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
It would be fun. And I'll be rich so I could pay somebody to do all the editing and crap.
Mm-hmm.
But then I would miss doing it. So
Yeah.
it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, I guess. There's a couple other little tidbits to worth mentioning. Um, Stuff coming out like next year, a couple announcements. Like they finally set a date for the I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. It's gonna be July next year, July 18th. Which I'm sure that shit'll move. They always set these dates like, yeah, it's coming July 18th, and then May comes and it's gonna be like it was pushed back to September. Like,
Yep.
got here. I don't even know why they announce dates.
Rewriting, reshoots, all those kind of things can
Mhm.
happen.
There's gonna be another Insidious movie next year. I don't know if you dug the Insidious.
I was late to them.
Yeah.
Didn't really even watch them until either late last year, earlier this year, and I'm not like in love with all of them, but they're
Right.
they're cool. I don't know how many times I could go back and watch them again, but I've seen worse. And um, the demon was kind of cool.
Yeah.
The one that plays the song "Tiptoe Through the Tulip" song or whatever.
Did you into the Silent Hill thing? They're developing a Return to Silent Hill.
Yeah, I played the games a little bit as a kid, and I know I watched the first movie, might have seen the second one. I feel like I would appreciate them more now at the age that I am.
Yeah.
Back then they almost seemed like a little tame or just not, I don't know, maybe I was looking for something else that I didn't get.
Yeah.
But
I
now I
didn't
think I
play
can watch it again and kind of enjoy it for what it is.
I didn't play any of it. I did just watch like that first movie, which it was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it sure the fuck spawned a lot of goddamn cosplays at conventions, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Lots. Lots. Um, what else? What other interesting stuff did I make note of? Um, the My Bloody Valentine franchise getting a reboot.
Oh,
That's
that's
kind
right.
of cool. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Have you seen the original, like the old early 80s?
I watched it once. Um, I own the remake and
Did you wait
I
till it was streaming?
no. Um, the remake came out, I think, when I was working at the video store, and I had
Never watched the remake.
I have a 3D TV,
Yeah.
and I mean, the version you can buy that's 3D in quotes comes with like the plastic glasses, or not even the plastic ones, but like the
Yeah,
paper
the
ones that you
cardboard.
can
Yeah,
put
yeah.
on. Um, and
I
it's
have
better
a
than
copy of
nothing.
that.
And you can see things kind of coming out in a way, coming out of the screen or whatever. But if they would have made like an actual 3D version, like made for a 3D TV, I think that would have looked good.
Maybe they'll
I
do
know the
that with it.
3D technology is kind of out the door now, but
When that came out, that was kind of like when they were trying to remember that little run there when they tried to make a bunch of 3D movies.
yeah,
It was like
yeah, I
what, like
saw
the late
Avatar in
90s or
3D,
something.
Harold and
Yeah, that was
Kumar
right around then. Yeah.
Christmas. Yeah,
Harold and Kumar was in 3D.
Harold and Kumar Christmas is. Yeah,
Huh.
and it actually
Interesting.
looks pretty good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never really cared much for 3D movies. They just, I don't know, give me a headache.
Yeah, people like yourself that wear glasses often
People
have
like
trouble.
yourself. That sounds weird. Like, I
You
don't
know,
know.
you people with
You
glasses.
people with glasses. Yeah.
Um, but anybody that I know that wears glasses can't do 3D movies. Like I remember
People.
the first time I took my dad to one, we went to see Clash of the Titans in 3D, and he kept like moving his glasses up and down, looking at the screen, and then finally he leaned over me and he was like, "When's the 3D part?" Like, it's been happening.
Oh, like the Clash of the Titans remake.
Yeah, yeah, both of those were in 3D.
Nice.
Yep. A lot of the kid movies
except
were,
not for your dad.
yeah, none of them were for him. A lot of kid movies are pretty good in 3D quality. Like I'm not even a SpongeBob fan, but the SpongeBob movie in 3D looks pretty fun.
Hey, this is Dr. Gangrene. You're watching the Steve. No, you're not. You're listening to the Steve and Crypto Show right here on whatever network you're on. I don't know what you're on. Don't ask me. I can't see what you're doing, but keep listening and tune in next week for more cool content on the Steve and Crypto Show.
As you can see, or as you can tell this week, folks, we're running a little low on energy and so we're just getting back into the groove, as we were saying earlier.
You know, did you hear about the new Monsters thing? It's going to be a new TV series. 1313.
Yeah,
from James Wan's production company, Atomic Monster, is behind it, and I got high hopes for it. I still stand by the Rob Zombie movie.
Yeah,
so much fucking hate, but undeserved. I think it just became like trendy to hate on that movie.
Yeah,
Like all you people fucking forget how the TV show was. It was campy as fuck.
It's supposed to be campy and goofy.
That's what we got. But anyways, don't even get me started on that shit again.
Yeah.
What else? I think that's most of that info.
Yeah, I think we'll be more prepared on episode 147. And if you guys listening give us some ideas for episode 150, we'll really have something special then.
Hopefully. Not to write that news is coming out lately. But so hurry up, have your kid move so we get settled back in and start kicking ass again and remind everybody why we're their fucking third favorite and all that good stuff.
That's right. We will. We'll be back to our old selves again sooner than later.
Like, damn it. Shit.
But you know what?
So
until then, all of you guys go to Patreon, join, become a member. There's a lot of cool content there to check out. And we'll be adding some more stuff.
Chat. Let's do a monthly Zoom session with patrons.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun. And you guys could tell us all the stuff like you mentioned, what you've been watching, what we should watch, recommend stuff. We could just chit chat. We could just bullshit. You go to like a convention, tell us about it. You go anything. We could just talk about nerdy and horror shit and whatever you want to talk about. Let's just hang out and bring your own drinks. I'm not providing beer.
Yeah.
And
there ain't no punch and pie waiting for you. So bring your own.
But let's do that.
And be sure that you head over to Etsy, check out all the merch that we have to offer: hoodies, shirts, coffee cups, magnets, tote bags, coasters, all kinds of things. Go get it. Go to buymeacoffee.com and contribute to the show. And also be sure to join our Facebook group. Look up the Steve Crypto Show. You'll find us where there's like 1,000 members in there, and a lot of them want to see what you're working on as well. So join the group, follow us on social media, CryptoZoo88, the Steve Strout. And I think that about wraps up this episode. Oh, be sure to go to the den and check out all the other all the shows.
I think this episode had wrapped before it started, to be honest.
Go over to the den and check out all the different shows that they have there. I know you're going to find something for you, even if it's not something horror related. I bet there's going to be something over there you enjoy. Tell them Steve Crypto sent you.
Yeah, just remember, don't go to Denny's restaurant and tell them Steven Crypto sent you, because we would never do that to you. We might drop in a stinker of an episode like this every once in a while, but we would never subject you to trash restaurant food. We
They
only
might
bring
call
the good-
security.
We only recommend the good food and treats like Galactic Druid. Those
Expedition
guys.
Roasters Coffee.
I just cracked a new. I don't know if you saw my Instagram story, which people won't be able to see by the time this episode comes out. I just cracked a new flavor of that and made some cold brew.
Right
And,
on.
You're missing out.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna have to try that flavor soon. I'll make my own cold brew.
But yeah, Expedition Roasters, you can go there, get coffee, use Steve Crypto at checkout, get a discount, and have a nice fresh cup of Expedition Roasters coffee while you listen to this episode, because you're gonna need it.
You're gonna need something to get you through it.
I think I need
But-
some now.
I think that wraps it up for this week. We will catch you guys on episode 147. Peace.